I've got another vintage tap handle feature for you, and just a quick reminder, if you do want to see anything particular, if you want to see some modern taps, if you want us to see some old, what are they called, the shift, or not, the ball knob tabs, or anything like that, just shoot me out a message, leave a comment, just let me know. I'll try and get around to it. I do have a lot of people that request those from me, and I always try and do them whenever I can. For this particular tap, we've got a Genesee light beer tap. With Genesee, I believe that they typically stick with the standard colors depending upon the type of beer it is. So that means that whether or not it's a lucite or resin tap like this, or if it's metal one, then I believe that they normally use the same colors. And I think that the blue is for their light beer, and then they also have, I believe green is normally their cream ale, and then they've got at least one or two others. If people remember off the top of your head, I think that I've seen gold for their regular one, but if people remember off the top of their head the variations, leave them in the comments so other people know. With this particular one is a lucite or clear resin. We're seeing a couple of the common things with that. So essentially, if we look at it on the side, you'll see all of these elements are flat elements that are put into the resin. And with this one, you can see it on both sides. They also have this kind of wheat design that's in the gold. That's pretty common for Genesee. I believe that they normally use that style of design. I think that I've seen it from them a couple of times before. And they also have the blue on the section down here. There's also something that this one is a great example of that I wanted to point out. So first of all, with Genesee, they do oftentimes have an oval design there, whether or not it's the lucite resin one or whether or not it's one of their metal ones. But this is a great example of something that is missing the insert. So with this particular one, I got it from another collector. Sometimes people are good about keeping track of those things. Sometimes they aren't. You'll notice that this one does have the threading, so you'll see threading in there. But I immediately looked at it and I was like, this size looks a little bit off. And I thought that I remembered those having a insert in them. And if I check with one of my adapters, you'll see goes right in. Just no resistance there because the thread size is wrong. And essentially what that means is that at some point they lost the insert that's supposed to go in there, so you have a threaded insert for this particular model that goes in. I believe that this one is normally a brass one. It may be one of the ones that's a coiled aluminum type one, but that means that without that, this will not work on your regular adapters, or if you have a tap at home, it is simply going to be the wrong threading. So with that, just keep an eye out. If you are picking up taps like this, you want to make sure that it has the insert, or double check and see if it has the right threading.